What's up guys, my name is Brendan and today I want to give you a basic workout for getting better at tricking. If you guys have done tricking or have tried tricking, you know it is one of the most physically difficult sports in the world.
The man's ready to play, Sasuke.
So with that in mind, we're gonna go over a ton of basic body weight exercises that are all designed to get you the strength you need to do tricking skills. All you need is some open space. And guys, if this workout is too basic, this is part one of a 3-part series. Do this workout again and again and again. And like I said, if it's too easy, there is more to come. But with that said, let's get started. First, we're gonna train our upper body, which is super important if you wanna do any sort of setups like the cartwheel, the master scoot, the Gumby. The stronger your upper body is, the easier these tricks will be. Not only that, but if you wanna advance to the higher level twisting skills, being able to move your arms with extreme speed and force is very important. So we're gonna start off super basic by doing some push-ups. We're gonna start out with regular push-ups, just keeping our arms right beneath our shoulders, going down and up. This is super good for developing your tricep, which is the muscle that's gonna help you push off the ground when it comes to these setup skills. After doing the normal push-ups with your arms right beneath your shoulders, I'd recommend about 10 if you're a beginner. Switch to wide push-ups. Do about 10 of these. These will be really good for training your pecs, which will be super important for your future twisting skills. Our next exercise is going to be the bridge lift. And I recommend you do 5 if you're a beginner, 10 if you're feeling a little bit stronger. This exercise is really good for developing your shoulder muscles, which are going to be extremely important if you're going to be doing Gumbies. This cat is trying to make things very difficult. Very important if you're going to be doing Gumbies, any sort of like back arching skills. This will help develop your flexibility as well as the strength in your shoulders, help you push off in some of those more awkward positions. Our next exercise is the handstand hold. What I'll recommend is you find a wall that's comfortable for you and you hold the handstand against it for as long as you can. Just nice and easy, kick on up, rest against the wall, and try and hold here for as long as possible. This will be really good for your stability in tricks like cartwheel and develop strength for things like master scoot. If you're very strong, and I'll cover this on later editions of this conditioning series, you can do handstand push-ups, meow, and a ton of other really good drills here, but it starts with a solid handstand hold. She really wants to be involved today. Our final upper body drill is going to be arm swings. To do this, you just need some open space and you're gonna swing your arms in a ton of different directions. Start with up and down. When you do this, you can think about your backflip set, boom, backflip. It's a really helpful drill, just doing it with a ton of force. I'd recommend maybe 10 going up and down. And then also you can do 10 going side to side. This will help develop your chest and your upper back. And if you do this with extreme force, it's a great way to condition for future twisting skills. And doing this one will help a ton with your flip. Having strong shoulders that can swing your arms around in a ton of different directions is extremely helpful for tricking. And while it might sound silly, just doing this with a ton of force will help. And I'd recommend, like I said, maybe 10 going up and down, 10 going side to side, but you can always do more. The goal is to get stronger. Next, we're gonna move to conditioning our core. And your core is super important for all of your flipping skills, and your obliques are super important for your twisting. Conditioning all of this is very important for every tricking athlete. What we're gonna start with is the lemon squeezer. I'd recommend you do somewhere between 10 and 20. You start in a long hollow body position, and then you crunch your body into a tight ball, and then you just repeat that process over and over and over again until you get a good burn in your abs. This is one of my favorite exercises, and in later series, I'll show you a ton of variations of this drill. Our next two exercises are some of my favorites, and the first one is the pike lift. So you can get your hands about at your waist position or by your sides if you're a little bit more advanced. And you're just going to lift your legs in a pike position in front of you. And just do this over and over and over again. It's a very good conditioning exercise for your core. I'd recommend if you're a beginner to do somewhere between 10 and 15. After you do a ton of these, ow, ow. After you do a ton of these, you can go side to side to train your obliques and your double legs. This is one of the best things you can do if you want really good twisting. Ow, ow. So doing this exercise again and again will be good for your double legs, your side flips, and your twisting. I'd recommend maybe about 20 of these, because every time you do one, you're only conditioning one side. So however many you do, just make sure it's an even number. What is your deal? Why do you want to hurt me today? Our next drill is another classic, and that is the plank hold. What you're going to do is you're going to find some open space. You're just going to get in the plank position. You're going to get on your elbows and kind of hollow out your upper back to get right about here. And then you just hold this for as long as possible. I don't know where the world record is. I'll put it on the screen right now, but some people can hold this position for a ridiculously long time. And it is a classic, strong, good exercise. Just don't let your hips sag to like here, or don't be like a mountain like here. You really want to make your body nice and straight and try and hold this plank position. Our final core conditioning exercise is one of my absolute favorites, and that is the banana roll. You're going to start in a hollow body position on just your lower back. Try and keep the rest of your body up off the ground. And then we're gonna roll over and try and hold this banana shape to an arch body position. And then you just go back and forth, rolling like a banana. And that is the banana roll. This is a great exercise for your twisting, but just make sure you know where you are, because you don't want to like run into the wall or do anything crazy like that. But do banana rolls and try and go back and forth at least 5 to 10 times. Finally, we're gonna move on to what is arguably the most important thing in tricking, and that is lower body conditioning. And we're gonna start with one of my favorite exercises, the directional leg lift. This exercise is ridiculously simple. You're literally going to lift your leg in front of your body as many times as you can. I'd recommend between 10 and 15 if you're a beginner. And then to the side of your body, doing the exact same thing, and then behind your body. And then you're going to do this on both legs. This is a phenomenal exercise if you want really strong kicks, which will come from strong hip flexors. Just do them again and again and again. And this is definitely one of those workouts and one of those routines that you can easily do every day, especially if you're an intermediate level athlete. If you are a beginner, you may want to take a few days break, especially if you're feeling sore. Our next exercise is squat jumps. This is going to be super important for your jumping power, which is something every tricking athlete needs. You're going to squat down and then you jump. You can do a tuck jump, you can just jump normal, but the important thing is to land controlled every single time. So squat, jump, squat, jump, squat, jump, squat, jump, squat, jump. I'd recommend you do maybe like 5 to 10 if you're a beginner, but this is a good conditioning exercise as well as cardio if you just rep out as many as you can. So for all those people who are asking me, how do you point your toes? Most of it is calf conditioning, and you can train your calves to help you point your toes on all of your tricks by doing calf raises. You can do them against a wall, that way you can help support your body weight and you don't have to worry about your balance. You can just go down, up, down, up. Start with 2 feet and do about like 20 if you're a super beginner. Try like 15 on each side if you're a little bit more advanced, and just add the numbers from there. You are doing your body weight, so remember, you do need good form. Go all the way down, go all the way up. You don't need to smack your heels on the ground, do it with control, but doing a ton of calf raises is the best thing you can do if you want to point your toes. Our final conditioning exercise is going to be to rep out some round kicks on both sides. A hook kick is just a round kick in reverse, and if you want good, solid kicks, it all starts with a good roundhouse kick. So bounce in a fighter stance wherever is comfortable for you, throw a round kick, follow through, stance switch, bounce a little bit more, round kick, follow through, stance switch, and then just repeat this over and over again. Try and do at least 20 kicks total, so 10 round kicks on each side. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do me a favor, like this video if you like getting better at tricking, and subscribe if you want to see more tricking content just like this. And if you want to support mastering tricking, please grab a copy of How to Get Good at Tricking. This is my book. I wrote it to help people really understand what this sport is, to validate it for people who don't understand it at all, and also to give myself something that I can hand someone if I really want them to start the journey of learning tricking. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the channel. It does mean the world to me. Leave a comment down below of what you guys want to see next, and please have a lovely day.